Today we have some very powerful solutions to offer you about relieving anxiety.
But first, Steve, yesterday you spoke a little bit about some of the causes of anxiety for men, and I know that women feel anxious about a lot of those things too.
That's right, and advertisers try and make us feel inadequate if we don't drive the right kind of car and shop at the right stores. The advertisers try and portray the ideal man as not someone who is a good father or a good husband, but as someone who's a bit like a playboy James Bond style character. And this makes men feel insecure, and then it's easy for them to sell a lot of stuff to us.
Men derive their status generally from their occupation or what car they drive, but for women, status is very different. A woman's status is often derived from how lovingly and respectfully her family is treating her. And so if a woman's family is being disrespectful or rude to her, this can cause an enormous amount of anxiety.
I didn't understand that once, but I do now. And Kim, I know your self-esteem's pretty good, but I do know it's much better when we're all treating you well.
So different things will make men and women become anxious, and they'll often react in very different ways.
Some people might become fearful and clingy.
And some will become callous and indifferent.
You see, all of our negative thoughts about ourselves start like this. First, we have some doubts about ourselves. Like perhaps we might worry that we're not lovable. Doubt then leads to fear, and in this case it may be that we're not acceptable and will be rejected by others. If we cannot reconcile the fear after a while, we may begin to get angry. Why didn't our parents help us overcome this fear by loving us better? Or why doesn't our partner give us the reassurance and validation we so desperately need? Anger then turns to self-hate. When people react badly to our anger, we start to really believe we are unlovable and unworthy of love. And we may start to try and fill this void with things like alcohol, drugs, or impersonal sex, which are really very poor substitutes for the sense of adequacy that we crave. Because deep down inside, the self-doubt is still there. It hurts so bad we don't want to face it. And it's still saying, maybe I am unlovable. Kim and I want to help you cancel this doubt out once and for all. Because once this doubt at the very core of your being is addressed and replaced with the truth that you are lovable, all of the fear and anger and the self-hate will also melt away.
So take care and hang in there.
And go now and purchase your copy of Reconnect and Lovable Me.